To the finer things in life, gentlemen.
Including impeccable timing.
Cheers. All right, gentlemen, the bet stands. I'll have her heart by midnight.
You are incredibly confident. We accept those terms.
It's easy to get caught up in appearances, but I prefer genuine connections.
Mm-hmm. That perspective is refreshing.
You won't believe what happened at the gallery opening. I walked right past the sculpture and knocked over the champagne tower.
No way, seriously, what did you do?
All right, gentlemen, the bet stands. I'll have her heart by midnight.
You are incredibly confident. We accept those terms.
Good evening, sir. Here is your request. Enjoy the rest of the evening. Sir, sit upright and you'll be fine.
To the finer things in life, gentlemen.
Hummed with laughter,
Including
clinking
impeccable
glasses,
timing.
and
Cheers.
the soft murmur of well-dressed guests enjoying their evening.
All right, gentlemen, the bet stands. I'll have her
Prince
heart by
Adam
midnight.
Kincaid, heir to
You
an
are
empire
incredibly
of wealth
confident.
and
We accept those
CEO
terms.
of the prestigious
It's easy to
Kincaid
get caught up in
hotels,
appearances, but
leaned
I prefer
against a marble
genuine
pillar,
connections.
his eyes scanning
That
the
perspective
room.
is refreshing.
The world of luxury had become mundane to him. Parties, fake smiles, shallow compliments. It all felt like a
You
game
won't
he
believe what
no
happened at the
longer
gallery
cared
opening.
to play.
I walked right past
He
the
needed
sculpture
something
and
real.
knocked over the champagne tower.
Something more
No
than
way,
just
seriously,
appearances.
what did you do?
All right,
His
gentlemen,
thoughts
the bet
were
stands.
interrupted
I'll
when his
have her
friend
heart by
Daniel
midnight.
approached him, a knowing grin on his face. "Adam, you ready for your next challenge?" Daniel asked, his voice filled with mischief.
All right, gentlemen, the bet stands.
Adam glanced
I'll have
at
her heart
him,
by midnight.
still caught up in his own thoughts.
You are incredibly confident.
What challenge?
We accept
Daniel's
those terms.
eyes sparkled with
All
excitement.
right, gentlemen, the bet stands. I'll
You
have
know
her heart by
Marissa
midnight.
Turner, right? Adam's gaze immediately shifted across the room to the woman standing by the bar. Marissa Turner, tall, curvy, and effortlessly beautiful. Her dark, piercing
You won't believe
eyes
what happened
scanned
at the
the
gallery
room with a
opening. I
confidence
walked
that
right past
instantly
the
caught his
sculpture and
attention.
knocked over the champagne tower.
But unlike the
way,
women Adam was
seriously, what
used
did you
to,
do?
she wasn't trying to win anyone's approval. She was focused on herself, her stance calm and self-assured. "Yeah, I know her.
All right,
What
gentlemen,
about
the bet
her?"
stands.
Adam asked,
I'll have her heart by
his interest
midnight.
peaked. Daniel
You are
leaned in,
incredibly
his voice
confident.
lowering.
We accept those
"She's
terms.
rejected every man who's tried to win her over." He paused, watching Adam carefully. "You think you can change that?" Adam smirked, leaning back against the pillar. "What makes you think I want to?" Daniel shrugged.
All right, gentlemen,
It's not
the bet
about
stands.
wanting
I'll
Adam.
have her heart by midnight.
It's about proving something.
You are
You win her
incredibly
heart,
confident.
and I'll give you
We
$1
accept
million
those
bucks.
terms.
To the finer
But if
things
you
in life,
fail,
gentlemen.
Daniel's grin
Including
widened.
impeccable timing.
You'll spend 2
Cheers.
weeks doing the real work, washing dishes, serving
All right,
guests,
gentlemen, the bet
doing
stands.
laundry.
I'll have her heart by
The
midnight.
real world, Adam. No
You are
luxury,
incredibly
no
confident.
perks,
We accept
just the
those terms.
grind. Adam's pulse quickened, a surge of competitive spirit flooding him. He didn't care much for the money, but the idea of spending 2 weeks outside his comfortable world and the challenge of winning someone like Marissa was more than tempting. He couldn't resist. "Fine, I'm in," Adam said, his voice steady with determination. "Let's see if I can win her heart. Please, can I ask for a favor? Don't
To the
forget to
finer
like
things
this
in life,
video
gentlemen.
and subscribe to this channel.
Including
Your
impeccable
support
timing.
means a lot
Cheers.
and helps us bring you more exciting and heartfelt stories. Thank you. Now, let's dive into the story. That evening, Adam found himself seated at a quiet corner table in the restaurant, his champagne glass in hand. He hadn't planned to approach Marissa directly. This had to be subtle. So, he arranged for her to serve him. As he waited for his drink, he watched her from across
It's
the room.
easy to get caught up in appearances,
Marissa
but I
didn't seem
prefer
to notice
genuine
him at
connections.
She was
That
busy
perspective
talking
is
to a
refreshing.
colleague, but her
You
calm
won't believe what
demeanor
happened at the
and
gallery
graceful
opening.
presence
I
were hard
walked
to
right
ignore.
past the sculpture and knocked over the champagne
Adam
tower.
couldn't stop
No
staring
way,
at her.
seriously, what did you do?
She was unlike
It's easy to
any
get
other
caught up
woman
in
he'd met.
appearances, but I prefer
Confident,
genuine connections.
self-assured,
That
and
perspective is
completely
refreshing.
uninterested in the typical games
You
men
won't believe
played
what
to get
happened
her
at the gallery
attention.
opening. I walked
Then,
right past
as
the
if by
sculpture
fate,
and knocked over the
Marissa
champagne
made her
tower.
way toward
No
his
way,
table.
seriously.
Good evening, sir. Here is your request. Enjoy the rest of the evening. Sir,
Sir, sit upright and you'll be fine.
A tray of drinks
Good evening,
in hand.
sir. Here is
Adam
your
straightened
request.
up, his
Enjoy
pulse
the rest of the
quickening.
evening.
This was his chance. As she placed the champagne
Sir,
glass
sit
in front
upright
of him,
and you'll be fine.
Adam took a slow sip. Almost immediately, he began coughing, loudly and exaggeratedly,
sit upright and
as
you'll
if
be
he were
fine.
choking. He did it on purpose, hoping to catch her attention. Marissa immediately stepped forward, concern flashing in her eyes. "Are you okay, sir?" she asked, her voice filled with a soft, calming tone. Without hesitation, she placed a hand gently on his back,
Sir,
guiding him to
sit
sit up
upright and you'll be
straighter.
fine.
Adam coughed a few more times, pretending to struggle. As she continued to rub his
Sir,
back,
sit upright
trying to
and you'll
help
be
him
fine.
recover, he felt the warmth of her touch, her presence. It felt oddly comforting, and he didn't want her to stop. Finally, he stopped coughing, looking up at her through slightly tearful eyes, giving her a small smile of gratitude. "Thank you," he said, his voice a little hoarse, though he had regained his composure. Marissa looked at him, still slightly concerned, but not overly alarmed. "No problem. Are you feeling better?" Adam nodded, his eyes locking with hers. "Much better now, actually." He leaned back, his voice casual, but with an underlying warmth. "What's your name?"
Good evening, sir.
She
Here
hesitated
is your
for a moment
request.
before
Enjoy the
replying.
rest of the
"Marissa," Adam repeated her name softly, as if savoring it. "You know, you're the first person in this place who hasn't tried to impress me with anything." Marissa raised an eyebrow, clearly skeptical. "What do you mean
Good
by
evening,
that?"
sir. Here
Adam
is your
smiled,
request.
leaning in a little.
Enjoy the rest of the
"I mean, you didn't try to sell me your story, you didn't bat your lashes at me, and you definitely didn't try to get me to buy you something." He paused, studying her carefully. "I like that." Marissa's lips quirked
Good
into
evening,
a slight
sir.
smile,
Here
though
is
she
your
wasn't giving him
request.
much.
Enjoy the rest of the
"I'm just doing my job."
Good evening, sir.
Adam's
Here is
gaze
your
softened.
request. Enjoy the rest.
"I'd like it if you'd keep me company, Marissa, just for a little while. I promise I'm not as boring as I look." He smiled with a mischievous twinkle in his eyes. "What do you say?" For a moment, Marissa seemed to consider it. There was something in his tone, something in the way he spoke to her. Not like a prince trying to win her over, but like a man genuinely interested in who she was. She finally shrugged, a small smile appearing on her lips. "All right, I'll keep you company for a little while, but no funny business." Adam grinned. No funny business, just a conversation. They spent the rest of the evening talking, the conversation flowing smoothly between them.
And I said, if you want the report by Tuesday, you'll have to provide the data first.
You didn't. That is absolutely brilliant.
And I said,
Adam
if you want
found
the report
himself
by
enjoying
Tuesday,
her
you'll have
company
to provide
more
the
than
data
he'd
first.
expected. She wasn't
You
trying to
didn't. That is
impress him,
absolutely
wasn't
brilliant.
interested in his
And I
wealth
said, if you
or
want the report
status.
by Tuesday, you'll have to
And
provide
that was
the data
more
first.
refreshing than anything he'd
You
experienced in a
didn't. That is
long time.
absolutely brilliant.
By
And I
the
said,
end of the
if you
night,
want the report
they
by
were both
Tuesday, you'll have
surprised
to
at how
provide the
much
data
they had
first.
shared. There was an
You didn't. That is
undeniable
absolutely
connection,
brilliant.
and
And I
Adam
said,
could
if you
feel
want
it
the
in the
report
air.
by Tuesday, you'll have to
But he
provide the
wasn't
data
ready
first.
to push for anything more just yet.
You didn't. That is absolutely
Tonight
brilliant.
had been about
And I
getting
said,
to
if
know
you
her,
want the report by Tuesday,
something
you'll have to
real,
provide the data first.
something beyond the superficial.
You didn't. That is absolutely
As they
brilliant.
said their
And I
goodbyes,
said, if you want
Adam's
the report
heart
by
was
Tuesday,
racing.
you'll have to provide the data
He had
first.
done it. He had made a
You
real
didn't. That is
connection with
absolutely
Marissa,
brilliant.
and for the first time in a long while, he felt something more than just the thrill of a game. The next day, Adam couldn't stop thinking about Marissa Turner, her laughter, the way her eyes sparkled when she spoke, and the easy way she made him feel. He had come into this challenge thinking it was about proving something
All
to
right,
his
gentlemen, the bet
friends,
stands.
about
I'll have
winning
her
a
heart by
bet.
midnight.
But now,
You are
it was
incredibly
about something
confident.
else
We
entirely.
accept those terms.
It was about her. As he sat in his office, his mind kept wandering back to their time together. The simple dinner at the cafe, the walk through the garden, the connection that seemed to grow with each passing moment. He hadn't felt this drawn to someone in years. Marissa wasn't like the women who only saw him for his wealth. She saw him for who he was, and that made all the difference. It had been a week since their dinner. The time was passing quickly, and Adam hadn't felt more alive in a long time. He was beginning to care about her, not as part of some game, but because he genuinely wanted to get to know her, to spend time with her. His phone buzzed on the desk, pulling him out of his thoughts. It was a message from Daniel. "So, how's the mission going? You winning her over?" Adam sighed and quickly typed a reply. "Getting there, she's different." He hit send and leaned back in his chair, his mind wandering again. That evening, Adam decided to surprise Marissa. He arranged for a dinner at one of his favorite spots, an intimate restaurant tucked away from the world. It was cozy, warm, and had a charm that made the whole world outside seem distant. It was exactly the kind of place where they could talk without distractions. When Marissa arrived, Adam was waiting at the entrance, a smile lighting up his face as she walked toward him. She was dressed casually, but still somehow managed to stand out. There was a natural elegance to her, a confidence that made her seem untouchable. "You look amazing," Adam said, his voice soft but sincere. She smiled, her eyes gleaming with that same unbothered confidence that had first drawn him in. "Thanks. You look different." Adam chuckled, surprised by her words. "How so?" "You're not wearing your usual suit and tie. You look less like a prince tonight." She smiled, teasing him. Adam grinned. "Well, I figured I'd try something new." They walked inside, and the evening unfolded with ease. The dinner was filled with laughter, stories, and moments of shared silence that spoke more than words ever could. Adam found himself completely absorbed in their conversation as they talked about everything from travel to childhood memories to the pressures of living in a world where everything was handed to them. For the first time in a long while, Adam felt as though he was talking to someone who truly understood him, who wasn't interested in what he could give them, but simply who he was. After dessert, they decided to take a walk in the cool evening air. As they strolled through the quiet streets, Adam found himself growing more and more drawn to her. There was something about her that was magnetic, a quiet strength, an independence that he admired more than he could say. They reached the edge of a park, the city lights twinkling in the distance. Adam turned to face her, his heart pounding slightly. "I've really enjoyed tonight, Marissa." His voice was softer now, more vulnerable than he intended. "I didn't think I could feel real with anyone, you know?" Marissa looked at him, her expression unreadable. But there was no skepticism in her eyes now. "I get it. Sometimes it feels like everything is fake, like everyone's trying to impress each other, but no one ever really connects." Adam stepped a little closer, the air between them thick with unspoken words. "Exactly. And with you, it's different. You don't need anything from me. You just see me for who I am." Marissa paused, her gaze searching his face. "You're not like most men, Adam. You're not trying to impress me with what you have or who you are. You're just here, and I respect that." Adam smiled, his heart swelling with emotions he hadn't expected. "I'm glad you do." He reached out and gently touched her arm, the contact sending a spark through him. "I just want to be with you, not because of anything else, but because I like who you are." Marissa looked at him for a long moment, her gaze intense. There was a flicker of something in her eyes, softness, vulnerability. Then, to his surprise, she smiled. "You're different, Adam." Her voice was quiet, but her words were sincere. "I can see that now." Adam's pulse quickened, and before he could stop himself, He took a step closer. He leaned in, his lips brushing hers gently at first, then with increasing passion. The kiss deepened, slow and lingering, as though they were both savoring the moment. When they finally pulled apart, Adam could see the same emotions reflected in her eyes. It wasn't just a kiss. It was the beginning of something real. The next morning, Adam woke up with Marissa's kiss still on his lips, his heart racing with excitement. He had never felt so alive with possibility. She was everything he had been looking for, everything he hadn't known he needed. But as much as he wanted to focus on the moments they shared, he couldn't ignore the reality of the situation. He had made a bet with his friends.
All right, gentlemen, the bet stands. I'll have her heart by midnight.
You are incredibly confident. We accept those terms.
A
All
bet
right,
that had
gentlemen, the
started
bet
as a
stands.
game,
I'll have her heart by
but now
midnight.
had become so much more.
You are incredibly confident.
The $1 million
We accept those
didn't
terms.
matter anymore.
Good evening,
What
sir.
mattered was her.
Here is your request.
He
Enjoy
tried
the rest
to
of
push
the
the
evening.
thought of the bet out of his mind, but it kept creeping back. How could he make her fall for him? Was it really happening, or was he just fooling himself? If you are enjoying the story so far, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to this channel. Your support
evening,
means
sir.
a lot and
Here
helps
is
us
your
bring
request.
you more exciting and
Enjoy the rest
heartfelt
of the evening.
stories. Thank you. Back to the story. The days following their dinner were a blur of emotions for Adam. He couldn't stop thinking about Marissa Turner, her laugh, her smile, the way she made him feel more real than anyone ever had. Each day, he found himself drawn to her more and more, not because of the bet he had made, but because he genuinely enjoyed her company. He was trying to win her heart, but in the process, he realized that he had already lost his own heart to her. Adam had no idea how much time had passed, but soon, the 10 days of the bet were almost up. The pressure was building, and though he hadn't cared about the bet in the beginning, now he couldn't help but feel the weight of it on his shoulders. But more than anything, he felt a deep fear that Marissa might discover the truth, that the only reason he'd approached her in the first place was because of a challenge, a bet he made with his friends. It was the morning of the last day, the last chance he had to prove himself. Adam sat in his office, his thoughts racing. His phone buzzed on the desk, pulling him from his thoughts. He glanced at the screen. Daniel had sent a message. "So, how's it going? Do you think she's falling for you?" Adam quickly typed a response. "I'm not sure, but I think I'm starting to feel something real with her." He paused, his fingers hovering over the keys. There was no turning back now. Just as he sent the message, his assistant knocked on the door. "Prince Adam, your friends are here to see you." Adam sighed, trying to push away the nagging feeling in his chest. "Let them in." When Daniel, Edward, and Lucas walked into his office, Adam tried to put on a confident face. But something felt off. His friends weren't as jovial as usual. They seemed distracted. "Adam, we need to talk," Daniel said, his voice serious for the first time in days. Adam's heart skipped a beat. "What's going on?" Edward exchanged a quick glance with Lucas before turning his eyes to Adam. "We didn't want to say anything, but..." He trailed off, clearly uncomfortable. Daniel let out a short sigh. "You're going to have to tell her." "Tell her what?" Adam asked, confused. Lucas stepped forward, his usual playful grin replaced by a more somber expression. "The bet, Adam. She deserves to know the truth." Adam froze. The world seemed to slow down for a moment. "What do you mean?" he asked, his voice low and strained. Daniel sighed. "We told her, Adam. We didn't think it was right to let you keep going without her knowing the real reason you're pursuing her." Adam felt his stomach drop. "You told her?" His voice was barely above a whisper. Daniel nodded, guilt written all over his face. We were jealous, man. We couldn't stand watching you get so close to her. We thought if she knew, she'd push you away and you'd stop. We didn't mean for it to go this far. Adam stood up quickly, his chair scraping loudly against the floor. His mind was racing. You didn't mean for it to go this far? You knew how much I cared about her. Edward stepped forward, trying to calm him down. We didn't know, Adam. We really didn't. We just thought it would be like the others, that you'd get what you wanted and move on. Adam's fists clenched at his sides. And what happens now? She's just supposed to forgive me because I'm a prince, and she's supposed to let me off the hook? Lucas gave a small shrug, as if the whole situation were out of their hands now. You've got to fix it, man. You've got to find a way to show her you want more than the bet, that you're not just playing a game. Adam's heart sank. She was going to hate him. Everything he had built with her, the real connection, the closeness, the intimacy, was about to be shattered. All because of a stupid bet he had agreed to in the first place. Adam didn't waste any time. He knew what he had to do. He couldn't let Marissa think that everything between them had been a game. It wasn't. It had never been. But when he tried to reach out to her, she refused his calls. Messages went unanswered. She had cut him off. After 2 days of silence, Adam felt his heart in his throat. What had he done? Determined to make things right, Adam ordered his assistant to dig through the hotel's records, to track down where Marissa had gone. She wasn't at the hotel, but he needed to find her, needed to beg for forgiveness, whatever it took. It took a few days to locate her, but finally, he found out where she was staying. At her grandmother's house, a small, quiet place outside the city. Adam didn't hesitate. He reached for his car keys and set off on a determined journey to find her. By the time he reached the house, it was late afternoon. Adam felt nervous, his palms clammy as he walked up to the small porch. He knocked on the door, his heart hammering in his chest. After a few moments, the door creaked open. Marissa's grandmother greeted him warmly, but her eyes were filled with concern when she saw Adam's serious expression. What brings you here? I need to speak with Marissa, ma'am. Adam's voice was firm, but laced with desperation. The older woman nodded and gestured for him to follow. She's inside, but I warn you, she's not happy. Adam didn't care. He was here to fix what he had broken. When he stepped into the small living room, he saw her. Marissa. She sat in a chair, near the window, staring out at the fading light of the evening. She didn't look at him when he entered. He approached her cautiously, taking a deep breath before speaking.
I was wrong. I should have told you the truth from the beginning. The bet, everything, I was a fool.
The bet, Adam. You used me as part of a game. You've been playing me all along.
Please, let me prove it to you. I don't care about the bet anymore. I just want you.
You want me?
Adam's heart
everything?
shattered at
I
the
was
pain
wrong.
in
I
her
should have
voice.
told you the truth from the beginning. The bet,
No,
everything, I was a
Marissa.
fool.
The bet,
first,
Adam.
yes.
You used me as part
But
of a
after
game.
I
You've
spent
been
time
playing
with
me
you,
all along.
after
Please,
I got to know you,
let me prove it to
it
you.
wasn't a
I don't
game
care about the
anymore.
bet anymore. I just want
I was
you.
trying to prove something
You
to
want
myself. But now I
Despite
realize
everything,
I've lost
I was
something
wrong. I should have
precious.
told you the truth from the beginning. The
She
bet,
shook her
everything,
head,
I was a fool.
tears
bet,
falling
Adam.
from her eyes.
You used me as part of a game.
I
You've been
know,
playing me
he
all
whispered.
along.
Please,
Stepping closer,
let me prove it to
but
you. I
respecting
don't
the
care
space
about the
she
bet
needed.
anymore. I just want you.
I'm sorry. I was
You
foolish.
want me?
I'll do
Despite
anything to
everything,
make it right.
I was wrong. I should have told you
Marissa's
the truth from the
eyes
beginning.
softened
The bet,
slightly,
everything, I was a
but she
fool.
was still
The bet,
guarded.
Adam. You used me as part of
I
a
don't
game.
know,
You've been
Adam.
playing me all
I
along.
don't know if I can
Please,
trust you again.
Let me prove it to you. I don't care
Adam
about the
knelt
bet
before
anymore.
her,
I just want
desperate.
you.
You want
Please,
me?
let me prove it to
Despite
you.
everything,
Let me show you
please,
how much I
let
care.
me prove it to you.
I
I don't
care
care
about
about the
you,
bet
Marissa.
anymore. I just want you.
Adam left Marissa's place, his heart heavy, having received no positive response from her as she remained angry and distant. After so many days of emotional roller coaster, Adam felt the weight of the situation
Please,
bearing down
let me
on
prove
him.
it to you. I don't care about the
Marissa
bet
had
anymore. I
distanced
just want
herself,
you.
and Adam
You
had
want me?
tried time
Despite
and again
everything,
to
I
make
was
things
wrong. I
right.
should have told you the truth from the beginning.
But after the
bet,
fifth
everything,
visit,
I was a
without
fool.
a positive
Bet, Adam.
response,
You used me
he
as
couldn't
part of a
help
game.
but
You've
feel
been
like the
playing me all
distance
along.
between them had
Please,
grown too
let me
wide.
prove it to you. I don't care about the
She
bet
was still
anymore. I
angry,
just want you.
and Adam didn't know how to
want
fix
me?
it.
Despite
He
everything,
decided to give
I
her the
was wrong.
space
I
she
should have
needed,
told you the truth from the
retreating
beginning.
into the
bet, everything,
quiet
I
of
was
his
a fool.
hotel
The
suite.
bet, Adam. You
For the next few days, Adam spent most of his time alone, detaching from his luxurious life and spending hours reflecting on the mistakes he had made. It wasn't about the bet anymore. It was about Marissa.
All right, gentlemen, the bet
He was
stands.
the
I'll
man
have her
she
heart by
deserved,
midnight.
not the prince she
You are
had met.
incredibly confident.
Adam
We
could
accept
no
those
longer
terms.
live
Please,
in a bubble
let
of
me
riches,
prove it to you. I don't care about the
pretending that
bet
he didn't
anymore. I
care
just
about
want
her.
you.
He had to
want me?
prove to her that he
Despite
could be
everything,
someone real.
please, let me prove it to
But he
you.
wasn't
I don't
sure
care
she'd
about the
ever
bet
forgive
anymore.
him.
I just want you.
One
You
evening,
want me?
Adam sat in the hotel's
Despite
quiet
everything?
restaurant, absent-mindedly poking at his food, lost in thought. The world around him felt empty. He had everything he could possibly want. Wealth, power, a company to run, but none of it mattered. The only thing that mattered was Marissa. As he took another sip of his wine, he suddenly felt a pair of arms wrap around him from behind.
I'm sorry, Adam. I shut you out for weeks. But I've had time to think. I love you too. You love me? I do.
We didn't expect this, man.
Now this is real love.
Thanks, guys. I'm happy you're here.
Marissa, will you marry me? Will you be with me, not because of the bet, but because I'm the man who truly loves you? Tears filled Marissa's eyes as she looked down at him, her heart full of emotion. Yes, Adam. Yes, I'll marry you. Adam's heart soared as he stood up, pulling her into his arms. He kissed her deeply, pouring all his love and gratitude into that kiss. When they pulled apart, he rested his forehead against hers, smiling with happiness. I'll never take you for granted again, Marissa. As Adam and Marissa shared their moment of bliss, they hadn't noticed the small group of his friends gathered near the bar, watching in complete awe. They had all witnessed the tension and the drama unfold over the past few weeks, but now they saw something different, a genuine love between Adam and Marissa.
We didn't expect this, man.
Unable to contain their admiration,
Now this is real love.
Adam's friends began to clap.
Thanks,
their
guys. I'm
cheers
happy you're
echoing through
here.
the restaurant.
We didn't expect this, man.
We didn't expect this, man.
Now this is
Daniel
real
called
love.
out, raising his glass to Adam.
Thanks, guys. I'm happy you're here.
Adam grinned,
We didn't
a
expect
wave
this,
of
man.
gratitude flooding over him.
Now this is real
His
love.
friends had been skeptical at first,
Thanks, guys. I'm
but
happy
now
you're
they
here.
were proud of him. They had seen the real transformation, and they respected Adam for how hard he had worked to earn Marissa's trust. Adam looked at Marissa again, their eyes locking in a quiet moment. He pulled her in, kissing her deeply, a kiss that spoke of everything they had shared. She closed her eyes, lost in the moment, and when they finally broke apart, Marissa smiled softly. "Darling, can we go to your hotel suite and continue from there?" she whispered. "I want to spend the night wrapped in your arms." If you enjoyed this love story, please like, comment, and subscribe to see more heartfelt tales. Your support helps us continue creating the stories that make your heart race.